Hey, what's up everyone? TJ here. It is already that time of year. We got Black Friday deals live already. So if you're looking for a good deal on a board or some other snowboard gear, this video is for you. And the way that I like to do things here on the channel is I try to only highlight gear that I have personal experience with and that still has good inventory available. It's not just like your random extra small or 160 wide snowboard. And I did narrow the products down a little bit for the video this year, although there's still a ton of products I'm going to talk about. But if you want the full comprehensive list of all the best deals, there's a link in the description where I'll send you an email with that. And I have everything that I'm talking about linked down there as well, so it's going to be easy for you to find and provides an absolutely free way to support the channel if you are doing any shopping online this Black Friday. Let's dive into it. All right, and let's jump into the video highlighting some snowboards first. So the first one I got pulled up here is the Capita Outsiders from 2024. Still available in all the best sizes from 150 to 158, even the wide size is available. This is Capita's like high-end true twin freestyle snowboard. Can be better suited for you more intermediate to advanced or more experienced riders that want something that's capable, well-rounded, energetic. I do have a full review on this board if you want to check it out, but it's surprising to see this available in all these sizes still and going for 180 off MSRP. And staying on the Capita lineup, we also have the Pathfinder Reverse. This is one of my favorite, more entry-level snowboards. It's a flat to reverse camber profile, still available in so many sizes here, from 145 to 157 wide. Going for $130 off MSRP, so right at 300 bucks. Great deal, really fun snowboard. Even if you're more experienced and you want something a little bit more jibby, this board replaced the Horoscope on their lineup if you're familiar with that one. I also found the Mega Merc on sale this Black Friday. So on Evo, we got it from 155 to 159. And then over at REI, we got the 159, 160 wide, and 161. And it's going for $240 off MSRP. So if you're unfamiliar with the Mega Merc, it has the same geometry as the Mercury, which is one of the all-time all-mountain favorites on the Capita lineup, but has the most premium construction, like full carbon, super lightweight, and it's actually a very aggressive, very stiff snowboard. So it's a very different personality from the Mercury, but it just has that super high-end construction and offers a lot more stability and energy. Next up, we've got the Lobster Shifter. So I actually haven't ridden this board personally, but I believe it's going to be pretty comparable to the Battalion Disaster, which I have a review on the channel. And if you're unfamiliar, Lobster has merged with Yes Snowboards, so it looks like they're clearing out the Lobster lineup. We got a bunch of Lobsters on sale, but wanted to highlight this one because it still has some good sizing and it's going for sub 300. So if you're looking for a more jibby snowboard with that triple base technology to keep it nice and catch free, this could be a good one to check out. All right, on Arbor, we got the Arba Mantra Rocker here, which is the same as the Formula on the men's lineup. The Mantra is going to be the women's version of this snowboard, just a no frills, reverse camber snowboard, again going for sub 300. It's one of my favorite entry-level snowboards. It's very flexy, very jibby, very easy to control and learn on, and it has grip tech in the side cut, so I think that really makes it a little bit more versatile if you're looking for something to start out on, but has some tech in it to help you out exploring the resort and kind of starting to get your bearings as you figure out what type of riding you like to do. The Mantra and the Formula are definitely a good one to check out. Both sub 300, not as much sizing on the men's version, but still some popular sizes here. And the women's version looks like pretty much every size still available right now. We've also got a bunch of lip techs going on sale this Black Friday. I only wanted to highlight one, so I went with the Skate Banana because it still has such great sizing available. The Skate Banana is going to be just a great, well-rounded, kind of more beginner intermediate type of board. It does have more of a mid flex to it, so it's one you can really grow into and progress with. Definitely one I would recommend as a first snowboard purchase if you're looking for something versatile and something that you can grow into. Has a ton of great tech in it for Mervin, magna traction, has an overall reverse camber dominant profile with those camber zones underfoot. And I know a lot of people love this snowboard, so we got this one going for about $180 off MSRP right now. But a lot of lip techs, so just take a look around. This is the one I wanted to highlight, but there are plenty more to check out with good sizing still. We also got the GNU Headspace, another Mervin board here. This is one that I owned personally for a season. It's a really fun park board, true twin. It's got their C3 camber, so it's got that positive camber feel to it. It's got a mellow magnet traction down the side cut, so it's got a little something to help you out if it's icy out there. But still great sizing available in this one, going for about $180 off as well. The Headspace is a really fun one if you're looking for a true twin freestyle board that has a little bit of extra tech in it to help you out around the resort as well. Next up, one last lip tech I had to throw out there. Only a couple sizes left, but you know, if you're a fan of the Orca and you were looking to pick one up for a deal, we got the 47 and the 50 going for $210 off MSRP right now, so that could be a good one for you to check out if you're looking to join the Orca pod. Other than that, let's switch gears here and talk about the Endeavor archetype. So this is my personal directional board for the year. Big fan of this one. You'll notice it has that swallowtail construction. It has a little bit of a taper as well. Very capable board in the powder. Camber dominant, has a little bit of a shifted camber going on with it. And the reason I really like this snowboard is because it still has a nice freestyle feel to it on hard pack. Can ride switch well, can ride switch in powder even though it has a swallowtail. So it's really gonna give you the benefit of a powder board with the taper and the swallowtail and the width to help you out on the deeper days, but is actually a lot of fun around the resort as well if you do like riding with a more freestyle approach. You'll notice here it's not marked down on the website, but with code BOARDARCHIVE you can get 20% off. So that's $128 off MSRP, and that code's good for the entire Legacy lineup on the Endeavor website. So the BOD is another board I really back on the Endeavor lineup. They got the Pioneer, the Scout, and Legacy options as well. So if you do want to try one of those boards, I got you 20% off this weekend. Okay, next we got the Solomon High Path 2024 model. I don't know why this board is consistently on sale. I maybe just like not enough people know about it. This is a really fun snowboard. I was able to test it as soon as it was released on the Solomon lineup. It's actually a relatively new board. It's got a classic free ride shape. It's got the specs and the design that you want to help you out in powder and on deeper days, but has a more playful personality to it. So if you're looking for something directional, it carves well, something you can take out when it snows at your local resort and it's going to float good, but still fun to play around with and has a manageable, approachable feel. This is a really fun one, going for half off. So $325 off MSRP, still so many sizes available. Yeah, it's surprising to see it going for this crazy discount. Check this one out. Next, if you're a fan of the Pig series on the Ride lineup, we got the Ride Twin Pig. So tons of sizing available, all the way down to 136 up to 156 wide. What is this? Going for $160 off MSRP, so pretty good deal on this one. If you're unfamiliar, this is like a volume shifted true twin snowboard that's based on the War Pig. It's like the true twin version of the War Pig. So it's got width to make deeper carves more accessible, give it a little bit more surface area to float on deeper days. Or if you have a larger boot size, this is a great one to check out if you're looking for a wide twin. Mid-flex, camber dominant profile with some reverse in the tips. This one I took all over. I rode it in Chile, I rode it in some powder, I rode it in New Zealand. This is a great one, and going for a pretty good deal this weekend. All right, we got a few snowboards left here, and the next one on my list is the Burton Family Tree Grill Master. This was one that I tested right when it came out, and it's kind of like your do-it-all, kind of directional rad dad snowboard. Board that you can cruise with the family in the morning, hit some pow laps with, hit some park laps with, has a very freestyle friendly personality. It's got some width to it, slightly directional, just a very versatile, approachable snowboard that you could really take out on any day and have a good time. We've also got the Season Nexus on the list. This one's going for $110 off MSRP, still great sizing available. This was my personal directional board a couple seasons ago, and one that I can't speak highly enough of. This board is super fun, another one of those boards that you can just take out any day. It's got a little bit of directionality to it, it works in deep snow, it's fun around the resort, and the biggest highlight for me was that it still retains a very fun freestyle character. So this board's still fun in the park, even though it does have that directionality to it. Very versatile snowboard, nice and light as well. Definitely one I'd recommend checking out. And then to close out the list here, I just wanted to throw this one on because I rode it so much in Japan last year. This board is super light, super wide, super playful, and it is unsinkable. So we got the Spring Break Powder Racer in 149 and 151. If one of those sizes happens to work for you and you're looking for a power board, I definitely back this one. I had an amazing time on it last year in Japan. I couldn't get off of it. On the deep days, this was the go-to. All right, moving along, let's talk about some goggles. So there's really two goggles that I highlight on the channel nowadays. One is the Ain M4 that I have pulled up here. So if you're looking for kind of that elite performance, like super high-end goggle, the M4 is my personal go-to. This one has amazing lens clarity, magnetic lens. It comes with a bonus lens. It's a very large frame if you like a bigger framed goggle. Very comfortable, great construction. Normally $320, and we have these colorways going for about $100 to $120 off. So if you're looking for a high-end goggle, check out the M4. If you're looking for a wallet-friendly goggle, my go-to is the Dang Mag. So I tested this one out all last year. Also has magnetic lenses. It comes with a bonus lens. You can get a yellow or a clear lens. Great construction, and this goggle with code Board Archive comes in at $106 with the bonus lens. So if you are looking for that more wallet-friendly goggle and you want something that you know is still going to have good quality, not going to fog up on you and things like that, still has good lens quality, check out Dang Shades. I personally run the Mag, and this is the one that I'd recommend on their website. $125 normally, but like I said, with code Board Archive, it knocks it down to $106. All right, I also want to talk about some Softgoods, and if you missed the announcement over on Instagram, make sure you're following me there at Board Archive. But I recently launched my own outerwear company that I started with my best friend, and we're making mid-layers as well as some outerwear. We got the Kishi mid-layer here, which is going to be very comparable to the staple mid-layers you might be familiar with on the market, but comes in at $125 with code ARCHIVE10. It's 60 gram weight, has DWR coating, it's packable, uninsulated side panels, and it's designed to be an extremely versatile piece. You can wear it to layer, you can wear it out in town, and one of the big differentiators with this one is that it's not intended to be ultra light, although it is pretty lightweight. It does pack into its pocket, so you can use it as a little camping pillow or travel pillow, but it has a more durable face fabric and it has a 4-way stretch. So the one that I've worn previously was the Arc'teryx Atom, which comes in at $300 and is not stretch. This one's $125, gives you 4-way stretch, and it's going to be very comparable performance. And like I said, we're making outerwear as well. So with code ARCHIVE10, it's going to knock that price down to right around $305. And this is going to have construction, materials, and features comparable to what you might find at closer to the $500 range on the market. That was the whole goal with Melt. We want to provide quality gear at more accessible pricing. So if you are in the market for some outerwear, whether it's a jacket or you're looking for some bibs, check out our Osho jacket, check out our Osho bib. That's going to be linked down below. Has all the details on the website, and you can get 10% off with code ARCHIVE10. I also want to highlight a mitt for you guys if you're on the market for some new gloves this year. The Evo Felsen mitt was what I wore all last season. It's a great mid-weight versatile mitten. It's good on the colder days, but not so heavy that you can't wear it once things warm up in the spring either. Has good waterproofing, leather palm, leather fingers, has the goggle wipe on the thumb as well. Going for $48, or if you want the red version, that one's going for $35. So there's a pretty sweet deal on some mitts for you. Still every size available. And I got a few more things on the list here today to share with you guys. We also have some bindings. Not as many as years past, but the best deal that I found was the Union Strata. So this is like a nice damp freestyle binding, pretty versatile as well. I ran this for a couple seasons when it first came out, and it does work for all mountain, but it's more of a freestyle binding. It's pretty tweakable, has the mini disc, and has some really solid dampening and comfort to it. No mediums, we got small and large here going for $181. The Flight Pro, also similar situation with small and large, going for $125 if you're looking for just a super lightweight entry level binding. But I do want to highlight the Union Charger as well. So this was kind of a game changer from Union in my opinion. They started with the Expedition and then came out with the pinless Union Charger binding a couple years ago. It's got the same feel as like a regular snowboard binding on the way down. It focuses on the ride more than on the way up, although it's still very capable and works super well for touring. But if you are on the market for a splitboard binding, we got this one going for $150 off right now. Still some good sizes available and some good colors. This is my go-to backcountry binding, and it's light. It works well. So if you are looking for some backcountry splitboard stuff, here's an option for you. We've got a couple more things on the list related to that as well. We got a splitboard. So my personal splitboard as well is the Season Pass. This is the split version of the Arrow, which I do have a review on the channel if you want to check it out and kind of get a feel for what this board's all about. But the big highlight for me with the Pass is not only is it a very capable POW board, it's got the stability that you need and the design to help keep it floating, but it's super, super light underfoot. So this is going for $200 off MSRP right now, but the thing that makes this a really good deal in my opinion is that it comes with skin. So that's like another almost $200 value, and it's going to be pre-cut, fit perfectly on the split board. So if you are on the market for some backcountry equipment, looking to get your first split board or refresh your kit, this is what I've been using the last few seasons, and it's been great. And of course, if you are going to be in the backcountry, make sure you have your avalanche equipment as well. Got the BCA Tracker 4 package, which is already bundled to give you a deal versus buying everything individually. And right now, the Tracker package is going for almost $100 off as well. So this could be a great time to get your safety gear if you don't have that yet. And I wanted to end the video talking about a few accessories here. So I've been wearing air hole face masks the last 3 seasons, and I've really grown to love them. They work so well if you like to tuck your face mask up into your goggles. Maybe you've had some fogging issues in the past. Air hole gets rid of that. My go-to is the waffle grid balaclava. It's my personal preference. I just like balaclavas, and on those cold days I definitely like tucking that up into my goggles, and this prevents any goggle fog. So if you do want to try out an air hole, they have dozens and dozens of models and styles and fabrics and colors on the website. You can get 10% off with code BOARDARCHIVE. That's going to be linked down below as well. But the waffle grid is my personal go-to, what I'm going to be running this year. And then lastly, I was not able to find some good deals on base layers this year, but I always recommend picking up some socks this time of year, and I recommend merino wool for anything that touches the skin, including socks. And personally, I like a thin sock. I've tested the kind of mid-weight and more heavyweight socks, and I found that my feet actually stay warmer with a thin sock. So I think the best option that I could find right now is actually just the Evo in-house merino socks. Still every size available, sub 20 bucks. But if you do like a thicker sock, they got the mid-weight stance and the Evo heavyweight sock as well. All right, guys, those are the best deals I was able to find this year for Black Friday. I hope this video acts as a nice little shortcut to help you get a great deal on something you were missing from your kit. And like I said, everything I've talked about is linked down below, so it's very easy for you to find and provides a free way to support the channel if you do any shopping online this week. Let me know what you think about the list. Let me know what you think about the melt gear if you're picking any of this stuff up. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in a new video next time.